What's up, gang? I want to talk to you all about the Austin election for 2024. And the reason I'm doing this is because I was researching what votes I was going to cast, and I was shocked to see how little information there is, little public information, discoverable information there is about the propositions on the ballot this November. Now, these propositions are arguably more important than most of the races that you're going to be voting on because they determine how public funds get appropriated, how your tax dollars get spent. So I'm going to go through the propositions that are on the ballot, and I'm going to talk to you about what I think the proper vote on each one is, and also hopefully shed a little bit of light on some of these things because, like I said, there's just no information out there. Given that, I can only assume that most of the people who are going to go vote on these things have no idea what they're voting on. That is tragic, all right? Let's go through the propositions so we can get a little better idea of what is going on. Okay. So we're going to start with some, I don't think it's worth even mentioning the local races, right? In Austin, you're basically picking your flavor of Democrat because that's who's going to win. In a couple of these races, the candidates are literally indistinguishable from one another. You're based, like, they're policy-wise, they're exactly the same. You're basically picking the race or physiognomy you prefer. It's just crazy that we've reached this point. Okay, so that stuff's not worth talking about. Do what you want there. That's fine. The pattern says we're going to get more of the same, and nothing's going to change. But the propositions matter. That's where we can actually do some damage here. Let's go through them now. So we're going to start with some of the basic ones. We're going to start with Proposition C. This covers the autonomy of the Independent Citizens Redistricting Commission that updates city council district boundaries every decade. This is basically gerrymandering for city council seats, okay? This Independent Citizens Redistricting Commission is currently under some control from city council. So if city council is exerting influence over this independent auditing group that's supposed to change the districts every 10 years, well, city council is obviously going to exert influence in a way that kind of keeps things the same or protects its interests. The entire point of this redistricting commission is to change things to try and keep the playing field fair over time. So the Independent Citizens Redistricting Commission should be completely independent from city council. There should be no oversight. So I believe the answer should be yes to that particular proposition. I'm going to actually pull this up on my thing here to make sure that I'm saying the right thing. Let's see. Yeah, it looks, so the bottom line, that group needs to be independent. So read the verbiage on that proposition to make sure that it's independent and is not subject to city council oversight, because it'd be overseeing its own, the thing that's supposed to be, reining it in. That doesn't make any sense, right? All right, moving on. Proposition D, removing a requirement for city council to hold weekly meetings. Absolutely not. This is a complete no. Vote no on this. The city council is already derelict in its duties. Removing the responsibility to be there once a week is only allowing them to be more derelict in their duties. We have a couple city council members, one in particular, who's famously not shown up or done anything this year, basically an absentee city council member. That is a joke, guys. She's just sitting there collecting a pension, getting whatever the benefits are of the position without having to do anything. She doesn't even show up. It's a joke. Moving on. Proposition E, removing a requirement for city council to formally set its meeting rules in an ordinance. No, we're not going to remove that. Vote no on Proposition E. City council we need to ratchet up the pressure on city council. We're not going to do anything to provide relief for these people. They're not serving the city. Our homelessness crisis is out of control. Taxation is out of control. We're going to get into some more of the stuff our tax dollars go to, which is primarily AISD. The stuff is a mess, guys. Absolutely no. We want to ratchet up the pressure on city council, who it's not doing anything for this city. They're harming the city. Proposition F, moving the calculation of limits on political donations to January so they'll apply for a full calendar year. No to this also. This is totally arbitrary. I wish we made it so that political donations could only happen in 1 month of the year. We're not going to get that, so we're going to vote no on Proposition F. Prop G, moving initiative, petition, and charter amendment elections to higher turnout November dates in even-numbered years, regardless of when they are first certified. This is a rare yes vote on Prop G. The reason why is because we have a lot of significant measures, a lot of propositions like this, that get voted on in low turnout elections when people don't go to vote because there's not really any incentive to do so. And then these great, these big budgetary items get passed when only a few people have voted on them. So I think it is very smart to move the significant proposition items only to these high turnout general elections, the Senate and the presidential elections, because that's when more people are going to vote on it. We should try to encompass as much of the public viewpoint as possible in these things, and Proposition G is going to help achieve that. So a rare yes vote on Prop G. Prop H. Increasing the threshold for recall petitions to remove elected officials from office. Recall campaigns would need to collect signatures from 15% instead of 10% of voters in a council member's district, while the citywide mayoral recall limit will stay at 10%. This is a no. This is an absolute no. City council should not get an extra pass, a higher threshold for removing them from duty or having their feet held to the fire. Another ridiculous how does this even end up on the ballot? It's crazy. Vote no with impunity. Proposition I, giving city council the power to hire and remove the city attorney. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. City council should not have any more power at all. We should be stripping power from the city council. Prop I is a no. Prop J, aligning Austin's resign to run policy for municipal judges seeking public office with state law. So we will be aligning Austin's policy with state law. I'm going to say this is a rare yes vote on a proposition, and I'll tell you why. When this is saying we're going to align Austin city policy with statewide law or statewide policy, the state is far more centrist than Austin, which is super far left. So in any case, when Austin can cede something to the state of Texas, I think we should do so. So it's going to be a yes vote on Prop J. The state is more trustworthy than the super shitlib city of Austin. It's rhetorical. Prop K, updating city financial policies to industry best practices according to city staff. Prop K is a no. We're not going to update any policies. Industry best practices, this is in air quotes here in this article, and it's a joke. Industry best practices are things that are published, nascent things that get published to fit into certain ideologies. This is nasty and a joke. No on Prop K, and I can't believe this is on there. It's an insult to the people of Austin. Prop L, removing city auditor staff and appointees from Austin's municipal civil service classification. I looked up the municipal civil service classification, and it's basically a benefits package. So yes, we should remove the city auditor staff and appointees from this. If they're removed from getting these city benefits, then they won't have the incentive of trying to preserve those benefits. If they're auditing the city, but trying to preserve benefits they're getting from the city, they're not going to be as motivated to be honest in their assessments. So Prop L is a rare yes. We want to remove city auditor staff and appointees from Austin's municipal civil service classification. No benefits for these people. I want them to do proper assessments and be honest in what they say. Prop M, adjusting the timing policy for filing notices of legal claims against the city. Absolutely not. No. No changes to anything. We can't do anything right. We're not changing anything. We're going to remove things, or we're not going to do anything at all. Prop N, making several grammatical charter edits and to adjust language to comply with state law and court orders. This is going to be a rare yes vote. Again, this is bringing city stuff more in line with state stuff. The state is more trustworthy and more centrist than far left Austin, so I think we should move in the direction of the state whenever we get the chance to do so. And again, if you're watching this and you have more information about this stuff, because like I said, there's no public information about any of this stuff. I went through this and tried to understand it, trying to convey this to everybody else. But if you know more about this and you know that Prop N is insidious or something like this, or another prop is insidious and should be a no, please speak up. I would love to know more about it. Drop it in the comments of the video. So anyway, for now, Prop N is a yes, a rare yes. Prop O, updating city campaign rules to allow candidates to take donations for unpaid campaign expenses before they leave Austin, or before they leave office, in line with political donation limits. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. This is just another grift for Democrats because that's the only people that get elected in Austin. Absolutely freaking not. We need good incentives for being in office, like needing to change things, not to get money. This is gross. Absolutely gross. Okay, moving on to the important propositions, or the ones that you're really going to see and have heard of. All right, we've got City of Austin Proposition P. Shall an untaxed area in the City of Austin's extraterritorial jurisdiction, containing 35 lots on approximately 96.9 acres of land on Menchaca Road, south of Slaughter Lane, be released from the City of Austin's extraterrestrial jurisdiction and into unincorporated Travis County, with the result that the area will no longer be governed by the city's environmental and developmental regulations. This is a rare yes vote. Absolutely remove the city of Austin's draconian control over any piece of land. Anytime we could take away taxable land and areas where they can exert these crazy environmental regulations, we should do so. You can build more quickly in those areas. You can do more. You're not subject to these crazy like permitting processes and these drawn out things, these sclerotic functions of government. Anytime we can remove that anywhere, I'm in favor. So that's a yes vote. But again, if you know more about this stuff than me, please drop some comments in the video. Tell me why this should be a no and not a yes. But as far as I'm concerned, removing this control from the city of Austin, removing anything from the city of Austin is a hardcore yes. All right, Austin ISD Proposition A. This is the worst one of all time. This is going to increase our taxes so that AISD can get more money. They want it. This will result in an increase in operating revenues. This is an absolute no. This is the biggest insult of all time, gang. Do you know that the Austin Independent School District, AISD, has hemorrhaged 25% of its students since 2020? Enrollment is down 1/4. Their expenses are higher than ever. They have a lot to answer for. This is an egregious waste of public funds. AISD is a joke. AISD is a joke. The best AISD schools don't even offer gifted and talented programs anymore. They say they have it. It's in name only. Kids get a couple of worksheets. There's no extra training. There's no pushing ahead. There's no nothing. And then, famously, AISD was going to get whatever they call it, like a conservatorship with the state of Texas because they're not offering SPED services either. Only in there's basically no SPED services or gifted and talented services in AISD. It is an administrative jungle. It's a mess. All the money is going to administrative stuff, to DEI nonsense. They're teaching second graders about gays, lesbians, transsexuals. This stuff should never be discussed in elementary school. They are teaching it to second graders. This is their priority. They want more money to grow their administrative state, or whatever you want to call it. They're losing students at a crazy rate, and they want more of your money? Fam, you should be pissed. No on Prop A, and put an exclamation point next to your no. Next, we've got Travis County Proposition A. This is going to another tax increase, 2.5 cents per $100 valuation for property taxes. This is for the child care and let's see, I'll read it. For the purpose of increasing access to affordable and high-quality childcare and after-school summer programming. Guys, prices are rising. Costs are higher than ever. This means people need to work. If people need to work and people have children, then they're going to need childcare because they can't take care of the children on their own. Don't you see this as an endless cycle that only repeats? It only gets worse. Prices go up. People have to work more. People are going to need childcare. And they expect daddy state to provide it. Absolutely not. We have this is treating a symptom. We need to treat the root cause. We need to stop prices from going up. We need to quit approving these tax increases that only take more of our money. We're like agreeing to be on an infinite loop here that only makes it worse for everyone. And then it's disguised under this, childcare. It's going to help people. No, it's not helping anybody. It's hurting everyone. It's taking everyone down with the ship. No on Travis County Prop A, affordable childcare. Don't be bamboozled by this heartstring language. Okay, you got to understand what's really going on here, or you're the one who's going to be getting bamboozled and stolen from. All right, gang, that's it. That's my quick little synopsis of the Austin ballot propositions for the general election of 2024. Go out there and vote like your money in your wallet and your future life depends on it, because it does. These propositions, we just gloss over them. Like I said, there's no public information about them whatsoever, and all it does is steal from us. And it steals from us using flowery language that plays us for fools. Not anymore, guys. I'll see you later.